because the young waiter, he gave a statement and says everybody else was more distraught than Kate and Jerry. People react to things differently. Not everyone's the same, but he says they never showed much emotion, and the fact that he said they were playing tennis 2 days later, they were out running 3 days later. Now, I've actually asked people who were on this podcast, I said, I'm sorry for asking, but after your son went missing, your daughter went missing, did you ever do any sort of fitness training instantly or a week later? They says no, not for like months later. So this wasn't just 1 or 2 people, this was like 5-6 people I messaged just to get a rough understanding, to see the sort of movements after. This is the worst thing that any parent can ask for. So like you say, they're doctors as well, and it's to understand them and try to look at it from all angles. But the way they were acting to then washing the teddy bear, now that's your daughter's teddy bear who you think's been abducted. The last thing you ever want to do is wash that, because some of these people who I've interviewed, they've never changed the bedrooms of their kids ever. 10 years later, 20 years later. I know a girl who had a miscarriage. She's got a shrine of her baby photos and scan photos in the living room of that baby, and 4 or 5 years later she still feels distraught. So it just doesn't sit well with as a parent myself, the reaction. But again, to look at it from their point of view, their doctors are cold. Maybe they've seen dead bodies, deaths their whole life with the medical industry they're in, but it just doesn't sit right.